Welcome to Minions and Misfits, the family-friendly actual play off-kilter tabletop RPG podcast where, instead of playing as archetypal heroes, we assume the roles of common grunts and monsters. My name is Sam, and I'm currently here with Dylan.
Hello.
And Rebecca.
It's me.
But not Cam. No, he is currently living in South Carolina where they are still recovering from Hurricane Milton. So he's totally fine and safe, but he just has a lot on his plate. So we're going to be doing a one-shot. Now, we are not going to be playing Into the Odd or even the illegitimate game we've played sometimes. We're going to be playing a brand new tabletop RPG written by yours truly called...
Wow.
Oh, thanks, guys. It's called Brave Wanderers. And
Wanderers?
Wanderers. It's called Brave Wanderers.
Brave Wanderers.
Brave Wanderers.
Brave Wanderers.
Oh, man. If only I could have had this conversation before I named it and released it online. If you would hear what we played tonight and you enjoy it and would like to take a look for yourself, it is all available for free on itch.io. If you look up Brave Wanderers, it should be one of the first results on Google.
Link in the notes.
Yep. Oh, yeah, it'll also be in the description.
The doobly-doo.
And if you like it, please do me a favor and rate and review and share it with your friends because I worked really hard on it. And if you don't, you make me cry.
Get it for the low price of nothing.
Cry.
Don't make me cry.
Our boy cry.
But it would not be, actually, it would be totally fine if we continued, but we're not going to because there are a few other things we'd like to plug before we move forward. Rebecca, you have some things to plug.
I do. I have narrated an audiobook. I mean, I've narrated several.
Like professionally.
The most recent. Oh, yes. This was my third and the first in a trilogy that I'm very excited about. The book is called Some Through the Fire. Book 1 in a Sorrow and Song trilogy. This book is a historical drama with lots of themes of faith, as well as some sweet romances and lots of beautiful friendships. It is a Christian book, and me, I love fiction, and I'm a Christian, but I have often not enjoyed modern Christian fiction. I often feel like it's like a good book, and then they turn to the camera and are like, all right, now we're going to talk about Jesus. Jesus loves you, kids. And it's not good. But this one doesn't do that. It feels very natural. It's very encouraging, and also deals with a lot of real stuff. It's about this young woman living in Atlanta during the Atlanta fire in the 19-teens, I believe 1918. And after that, she goes through many more fires, different disasters and crazy things in her life that
by fires do you mean like every time she moves into a house that house also burns down?
Spontaneously combusts. Spoiler alert. No, these ones are metaphorical.
Okay.
She goes through a lot of crazy stuff in the next few years, and through it all she grows in her faith, she grows as a person and in her relationship, and maybe she'll grow in love. Stay tuned.
But is there a Jesus lion?
There isn't a Jesus lion, unfortunately. This is not Narnia.
Ooh, actually, speaking of which...
It's no C.S. Lewis, but...
Speaking of which, if you do enjoy Jesus Lion, you can come see me play Aslan, also known as the Jesus Lion.
Wow, what
at
a
the Colonnade
segue.
I know! At the Colonnade Theater in northern Georgia, November 7th, 8th, and 9th of 2024. So, if this gets out in time, you should totally buy tickets and come see it, because it's going to be a great show. And you can meet me!
Also, at the end of this episode, we will have a little sneak peek of some of my audiobook, where I sound all fancy and professional and stuff. But you can get it now on Audible, exclusively on Audible. Yeah, it's great. I love it. I hope you'll love it too. Thanks. Bye. I'm done.
Yes, so please do look up our good friend Rebecca and buy her audiobooks. She is fantastic, wonderful, and when you buy her stuff, it makes her happy.
It also gives me some money, and I need that for food.
Money.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed our plugs. Please do enjoy the resources. We have more details in the description. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into the world of Brave Wanderers.
Yes.
Sploosh. That's the sound of us diving.
Wow. That's a clean dive.
Thanks.
Just a wee sploosh.
We sploosh. right. Well, we are playing a game, once again, called Brave Wanderers, written by me. And so, to start the game, we have to start with some character creation. Now, this is a rules-light RPG, which means it is going to be pretty simplistic to make the characters. So hopefully, doing it right now, as we record, will not take too long. But first, the first thing you have to do is pick a people. Now, in Brave Wanderers, people is kind of the term for races. So there are several different kinds of peoples. There are mankind, elves, dwarves, small folk, which are kind of the public domain hobbits, and forest folk, which kind of encapsulate a lot of the kind of mythical creatures like fauns and centaurs and dryads and stuff like that. So, our dear Rebecca will be playing her character Thelka. So if you've been listening to our podcast for a while, you will be well familiar with Thelka. And Thelka is in fact a humane, so she would be playing a humane. So you're going to be playing a humane or one of mankind. Dylan, we do not know who you're playing. You're creating a character.
I'm creating one as we speak.
Okay. From scratch.
I'm going to be a small folk.
To farm.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. I want to be a baked little person.
A baked little person. There
the
you go,
little
my dude.
people or the small folk? Because little people is a different thing. Small folk, oh no, are baked. That's how they're born.
Yeah, literally baked into
detail.
existence, and it's my favorite thing, which is why I chose them.
Yes.
Stick them in an oven.
This game, Brave Wanderers, there's a lot you can do with it. You can put it into a lot of different worlds, but one piece of lore I did put in is that all the different races have different methods of being created. So humans... Yeah, reproduction for humans is what you'd expect. But then elves are animals who are educated until they can assume a human form. Dwarves are carved. Small folk are baked, which means that little baby small folks are called loafs. And then little buns. And then forest folk just wander out of the woods, and there's kind of an element of mystery there. So we have a mankind, one of mankind in Thelka. We also have a small folk represented by Dylan.
His name is Rollo Cannoli.
Rollo Cannoli. Amazing.
I love him. He's going to be my best friend. We'll see about Thelka, though.
So next up, you're going to pick a calling, and calling is very similar to class in D&D. There are several different types of callings. There's the artisan, which is very similar to like a bard in D&D, a conjurer or a sage, which are magic casters, a noble, a templar, which is kind of like a paladin mixed with a cleric, and then you also have the scout, the thief, and the warrior.
I know what Thelka's going to be.
What's she going to be?
We're going to go with conjurer. I'm going to read the thing.
Please do.
That's cool. Conjurer. It's a commonly acknowledged fact that magic is not to be trifled with. It is equally well known that conjurers ignore this warning. They explore and toy around with ancient and wild magic. Play a conjurer if you want to be mysterious and powerful. I wouldn't call Thelka necessarily mysterious, but toying around with things that are very powerful fits her.
Sweet. And so if you are a human conjurer, Dylan, what are you?
Oh, I'm a scout.
Oh, sweet. Mm-hmm. Can you read the description for scout?
Yes, it says, scouts are the hermits and rangers that protects the fringes of terror by patrolling the untamed wilderness. Play a scout if you want to be a mysterious outsider.
Nice.
We're both mysterious.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm more confusing than mysterious, I think, but yeah.
I think Thelka's more confused than mysterious.
So if you hear the term Terra in this episode, is because
it
the world
Earth.
in which, it's the world that Brave Wanderers is set in is called Terra. And it has no real strict lore or anything besides how the different races are made.
It's a blank slate.
Exactly. So if you do want to play Brave Wanderers, you can set it in your own world or in Middle-earth or Narnia or whatever you want to do. But we're not going to do that because IP. But this is set in Terra for us. So you've picked your peoples, you picked your calling, and next up you are picking your attributes. Now, in Brave Wanderers, you have 4 attributes. One is strength, one is agility, one is wisdom, and one is willpower. Strength is exactly what you'd think. Agility is very much about your skill in terms of balance and jumping. Wisdom is kind of your logic and your reasoning. And then willpower is very much your force of personality and kind of inner power.
Chutzpah.
And your chutzpah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Your bravado.
Yeah, moxie.
Yeah. And so the way this works, there are several different ways that the book gives us to roll up your stats, but I like this one even though it's the most confusing.
Yay!
Of course.
You're going to roll a D3 and subtract a D3.
A what?
Now, a D3.
A
which
what?
is
I have that somewhere.
a D3.
That's what I thought you
And-
said.
Yeah, we don't have
One more time.
D3s. We have D6s. And so if you roll a 1 or a 2, that will equal a 1. If you roll a 3 or a 4, that will equal a 2. And if you roll a 5 or a 6, that will equal a 3. And then you will roll a D6 again and subtract it using that same logic. So, let's start with Dylan. Dylan, roll
Okay,
a
so
D6.
roll 3 or roll 1?
1.
Okay. Hang on. 5.
So that
So
would be
that'd be a 3.
3 minus what?
I don't know. You said roll 1.
Roll a
And then
second
roll,
one.
roll a second one, Dylan.
Okay. Minus 2.
So
minus
your
1.
first stat would be 1. You get to assign these in a moment, but your first number is +1.
Plus 1.
All right, and then do the same thing again and tell
So
me the
should
result.
I roll 2 at a time then? Is that what I should do?
Sure, Dylan.
Okay. My
Did you
first one.
subtract the lower number from the bigger number? Because otherwise you have a negative number?
No,
Get
negative numbers are
negatives, yeah.
totally
so,
a thing.
So in this one, I rolled a 3 and a 4, so that'd just be a straight 0, right?
Yes, sir.
Whoa.
And then I got a 1 and a 2, so another 0.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a 6 and a 5, so another 0.
0. No!
You're one untalented fella.
Yes,
You are
I
so
am.
neutral. He's not untalented, he's just normal.
Regular old guy.
All
Which is
right,
worse.
Rebecca, do the
right.
same.
Now, which of
And
these
well.
need the +1? It's tough to assign. Which of my 1 gets +1?
If you're a scout, probably agility, because
I
that
was
has
gonna say
to
either
do with
agility or willpower.
Yeah.
So far, I have a -1 and a 0.
Woo!
Hey, Sam, creator of this, with survival, what would that come from?
I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay, but it doesn't have to do with the abilities?
No.
Okay. I'll put it
1
in
is
agility
1.
then.
It's not a 0, so my
Hey.
highest can be 2. Okay. I've got -1, 0, 0, and 2, and I roll 1 more time. Or is
No,
that it?
that's
That's
good.
it.
I'm done.
Only 4. Yep.
Nice.
So you have a 2
All right.
and a -1, and I have a 1 and all zeros.
This will be fun.
I guess
All
it's
right.
just
This is very in the Minions and Misfits vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
So now you assign these attributes to whichever stat you'd like.
Yeah,
now, I
adding
will
my
say, Dylan,
agility.
if you're going to use a bow and arrow, I'd recommend assigning it to agility.
Yeah,
If
that's
you
why I
wanna
stuck
use-
it in agility.
Yeah. And then with Rebecca, willpower is going to be a really strong factor for a conjurer, and so you may want to make willpower your highest. I will
Roger
say that
that.
your 2 physical attributes, agility and strength, help determine your health, and so making those a little bit higher will never hurt you. But then wisdom and they're all good. They're all good.
They're all good.
They're all good.
Thelka is a beanpole, and she gets -1 strength.
Yeah, that tracks.
Fair.
2 willpower
right.
and 0, 0 on the others.
Wow.
Now you will choose 2 skills. Now skills are a little bit different than D&D. In D&D, every attribute would translate to a skill. In this, you are either skilled in something or you are not. If you are skilled, it
appreciate
means you
that.
get to roll 2d6s and re-roll 1 and accept the new result. If you are not skilled, you just roll 2d6s. No attributes figure in. So pick 2 things that you are skilled in. Now, these are kind of similar to D&D. There's things like survival and magic and lore. Rebecca, which 2 would you pick?
Lore and magic.
Yeah, mine's going to be
Oh,
sneak and
perfect.
survival. That's real easy for this guy.
Yeah, perfect. And then
Thelka
next up,
is a bit of a historian and also a general nerd. Yeah.
general nerd.
Reporting for duty.
And next up, you record your health. So take your strength and your agility and add 12. So if you have +2, -1, that would be plus
So
1.
13 for my health.
Yeah.
11.
All right.
How do I have more
Now-
health than you?
She's a beanpole.
Yeah, but still.
She's just a.
I'm a hearty loaf.
Oh my. Okay.
Mm-hmm,
Now, before we move forward,
Can
we
I
do
bring
need to
something
go
up
over
before
your
we go
abilities.
forward? Yeah. Because
Yeah.
one of my abilities is I get a pet.
Hold up. So,
His name's Baguette.
hold up. You get when you begin a game, you get 1 ability from your calling
Uh-huh.
and 1 ability from your people.
Okay.
So choose 1 from each.
Okay.
As a human, don't I get to just pick a bonus from my calling?
Actually, as a human, what makes them unique is they don't have their own skills or abilities. They actually you're able to get 2 abilities from your callings rather than 1 from calling and 1 from peoples.
Sick.
I'm going to take lucky for small folk, because that's always
Can you
the
read
best.
what that means?
No.
Okay.
Once per session, you may turn any miss into a complication or a complication into a success.
Perfect.
Where do I write that on the sheet?
There's some nice, cool little boxes that...
Oh, abilities on the left side. There it is.
And then Rebecca, what is your first
I'm
ability?
quickly reading over things. Real quick. Just real quick.
I will say sorcery will probably be one you'll want right off the bat.
Oh yeah. We'll go ahead and say sorcery. You can create magical effects drawn from the foundations of Terra itself. Such effects are powerful and wondrous, and not limited in scope like wizardry. However, the risks of weaving such
Shots
entities
fired!
hazards. So I'll start by rolling up 2 sorcery action words and 2 object words. Yay, tables! And I'll add one of each together. Each time I gain a level, and I cast it by rolling and adding willpower. Just stay tuned.
Exactly. So I will roll those things for you real quick.
Ooh,
Give me
I
1
hope
moment.
there's stone snake.
So it actually works very similarly to the illegitimate one-shots we've done before. They're a little bit different, but same general concept. The only difference is I know that Cam allowed us to do kind of one word to be half a spell point or whatever. In this, you have to combine an action word with an object to make a spell. You can't do one or the other. You have to do both. So, Rebecca, roll 2d6 and tell me the result for your first action word.
We got 2 5s. Wait, no.
10?
It's a 5 and a 6.
11. Solidify / liquefy.
Ooh.
Solidify / Nope, you can get both.
Nice. And then I roll again.
Mm-hmm.
Let me write that down first. Solid, liquid, 5. 6 and 4.
Melt.
Ooh, that's kind of the same thing.
That doesn't sound like an object.
Oh, I was doing your second action word.
I get 2 action words.
I think you start with 2 of each, right?
You made this.
2 sorcery action words and 2 object words, and add 1 of each time you gain a conjure. Okay, so I do just start. I do. Okay, melts.
You
Melts
sounded
is
like
different.
Rachel from Friends just then.
I've never even watched Friends. Whoa.
Good.
I'm ready for objects.
Okay. Melt implies harm. Liquefy does not imply harm, so that's a bit of a boon. All right, roll 3d6 for objects.
Gotta grab another bone dice. Hold on.
Bone dice.
Bones. Baby bone dice. Nope. Wait. I should have said the numbers. Now I'm just doing math poorly in my head. 11 total.
Okay. Foe.
Foe?
Foe? A foe?
A foe! Alright, 3 more.
Melt foe sounds like a solid spell.
Yeah.
It sounds very liquid to me. 5.
5. All 3 together make 5.
Yeah. 1,
Oh,
1,
wow.
and a 3.
Force.
Ooh.
Force melt.
This is... This is gonna make some interesting...
Coming to you in the next Star Wars movie, Force Melt.
It can't get any worse. So that being said, that's your first ability plus your spells. Moving back over to you, Dylan. You got lucky.
I'm gonna be wild, my man. I'm gonna be talking to animals left and right.
Yes, my dude. Okay, sweet. All right, Rebecca, what is your second ability?
First question, do I just automatically have... Does Thelka just automatically have her best buddy Vengeance with her, or is he somewhere else?
Here's what I'll say about Vengeance, because I love Vengeance.
He's sick.
Vengeance is in the game with you, and here's what I'll say. Once per combat, you can use Vengeance to make any roll skilled, which is to say, roll 2d6, and you can re-roll 1, and you must accept the new result. But that way, he can make any he can make any single roll skilled in a thing of combat, but he's also not in danger of actually being hurt. Sweet. Because we want to give you the boon without the bane, and so he's going to figure in pretty minimally, except a few fun cameos.
Yeah. So I don't need to take Familiar as my next
No.
thingamajig. So instead...
He's not your familiar. You can't see through him. He's his own man.
He's mysterious. I can't see through him at all. No one can. I will pick this one.
Again, a sturdy boy.
Sturdy boy. Because the wording fits Thelka very well. It is called Trying My Best. Once per session, you may attempt to magically heal an ally. Roll plus willpower. And then if I succeed or get complicated, I restore a d6 of health for every point of willpower I have. Which is 2. Ah. But if I do
Sweet.
bad, I hurt myself. Ha.
We'll read the whole thing.
Wait. Oh no! On a miss, I instead take 1d6 health from the person I'm trying to heal and add it to myself.
That's hilarious.
Trying my best. I love it.
You might
I'm doing
accidentally vampire somebody is what it's trying to say.
It happens to the best of us.
All right, so you have your abilities and your health. Next up, get your equipment. Now, in this game,
What
unlike
page is this
D&D
on? I can't find it.
11,
Thank you.
now, unlike D&D, which often supplies you with many various different instruments that you may or may not use, all of that type of stuff in Brave Wanderers is encapsulated in the term supply. Every character begins with 3 supply. This supply can be turned into anything like a rope, a crowbar, some pitons, just general supply you'd have spelunking or adventuring. It cannot be made into a weapon. So at any point in the game, if you think having a piece of supply would help, you may use one of your 3 supply to help you in that situation. But you cannot use it to my sword's broken. I want another sword. Supply. It has to be something that would actually be in your backpack as an adventurer. So you already have 3 supply marked down in your character sheet. There's a box kind of that is down there. There's one 4th slot, and that's just because dwarves are allowed to have 4 supply, but you can ignore that 4th slot because neither one of you are dwarves.
No.
Not without vengeance.
No. He's a stoat.
I know, but I always think of him as like a dwarf.
They're not even close. Maybe that's what he was before. Who knows? He's mysterious.
He actually would be categorized as a talking animal in this
Yeah,
game.
but I just picture him as a dwarf. I always have. I don't know why.
He's a little stoat. Okay, you both start with 3 gold, which will not have many bearings in this one shot.
3.
You
There's
also
a cute
start
little bag,
gold.
and I'm just gonna write 1, 2, 3 in it, like it's 3 little coins floating around in my bag.
Oh man. You also start with 1 light weapon. Now, in Brave Wanderers, a light weapon does 1d6 damage. It can be literally whatever you want, as long as it sounds
that's
like a
why I
light weapon.
couldn't find types of weapons. Okay.
It would all be on the coins and supplies page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nothing was specifically named.
Well, actually, there's a weapons, armor, and hirelings page.
On the next page.
Yeah.
Look at that.
There's a page called Armor and
Wow.
Weapons and Hirelings. This author must be really smart.
They must have really thought through things before publishing it, yeah.
I know, really. Except ignore the typos. That being said, a light weapon is something like a kick, a punch. No, that's an unarmed weapon. A short swords, knives, short bows, things that are kind of smaller.
I'll do the medium weapon with light armor. So it'll be a longbow.
You're racing ahead of us, darling.
I am.
What is your light weapon?
Oh, I get one automatically already?
For sure.
Oh. Can I have a shiv?
Sure. What's your light weapon?
No,
Rebecca?
wait, no, it's not a. It's one of those bread knives,
Ah,
Yeah.
like serrated
just say bread knife.
Yes.
bread knife.
Just say bread knife.
I was gonna say cheese knife because that's wood, but bread knife is great.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba. Where is this list?
It is on page 23.
Bread
I went past
knife
it.
and longbow, and then light armor does what? It does armor 1. Cool.
I will say this as well. If you want to get a shield, and that is there's a way to get it on that page 11.
No shield for me.
Shields are kind of a different thing in Brave Wanderers. Now, in most tabletop RPGs that I've seen, shields kind of increase your armor or your ability to take hits. It works a little bit differently in Brave Wanderers. In Brave Wanderers, a shield is used to actually completely avoid a hit.
Oh.
The higher grade of shield, the more
real
hits
life.
you can. Exactly. So, for instance, if you're taking a melee attack, you can use your shield to negate all the damage. Now, depending on how good the shield is, it can only take a certain amount of hits. A light shield can take 2 hits before being destroyed, and then it only gets better from there. But I thought it was a cool thing, because whenever I played a tabletop RPG, I've never wanted to use a shield just because it's always kind of seemed pointless. And it actually serves a point here in Brave Wanderers. Rebecca, Where are you at with your equipment?
So how do I decide? Do I just get to pick whatever?
On page
Or
11, you will see...
You start with one light weapon, and then you get the option. You get one of these 3 options: 3 gold plus a light weapon plus a light armor or a light shield, or a medium weapon with light armor or a light shield, or a heavy weapon.
I'm gonna take a heavy weapon.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
She's gonna
Do
have
it.
a halberd.
Now, aren't you a -1 strength character?
Yes. Can she use agility, or should I swap that?
Probably swap it to strength.
Yeah.
Since I have +1 in agility anyway, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will say, let's say you also have some. Oh well. Okay, hold up. I would not recommend a heavy weapon.
Now,
Rebecca, for this
think
reason.
about medium weapon and light shield.
Hold up, because there are some simple rules for magic. One of which is you need a free hand, and a heavy weapon requires both hands. So I would say you'd want something light and probably armor, not a shield.
Yeah.
You need a
Look at
free
you
hand
hyping
to
up the
cast.
shields and they're not giving us shields.
I know. Hey, you had the option.
I can't be encumbered by a shield when I'm rolling around.
I imagine
Souls
just
style.
a walking. I just imagine you just being a walking cannoli.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can she use unarmed, but as light?
Brass knuckles.
I'll say brass knuckles.
Or how about, okay, we'll just go with a bow staff. How's that sound?
I love it. Bow staff is light.
There.
Bamboo.
And then she can get what kind of armor?
Light.
Light armor. So that's just 1
Light.
armor you'll add.
Cool.
And then name and describe your character.
Rollo cannoli.
Describe him.
Rollo cannoli.
He has the skin color of a lovely burnished loaf.
Whole wheat?
Yes, whole wheat. Yes. Sourdough specifically.
That's what I make.
Yeah, he is about 2.5 feet tall, and he wears as little as possible. He just kind of has on like a cloak and like whatever leather he was able to find out in there, just kind of to patch up a little outfit together. But he's very.
I imagine him
He's very.
with some patchy shorts and a belly that hangs over him.
Yeah, no, he's like a little tubby boy. Yeah.
Yee.
He's just happy to be here. He's having a good time. But he looks like a dirty loaf of bread.
Ugh, beautiful. Mm-hmm. Does he sometimes scratch his head and like oats fall out?
You never know what's gonna come out. Yeah.
Hair. Tell us about his hair.
Hair? I don't think he has any.
He's bald.
I think he's bald.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll still
If
imagine
anything,
that
he has like a
sometimes
little
there's
tuft,
just
like one
oats
little
on
tuft
there.
on top.
Ooh, just a little curl right in the
Yeah,
front.
just a single curl.
Mustache?
No facial hair. He's a
facial
smooth
hair.
boy.
Okay. Well, Thelka is a tall, willowy young woman with straight black hair that is very long, usually kept in a tail or some kind of simple braid. Smooth, dark brown skin. I believe her eyes are green. I think she has bright
I think we
green
said
eyes.
green in when we met
she
her
has
in
green eyes.
our last season again.
Yeah. And she's currently wearing a scarf and a stoat.
Excellent.
As well as, other clothes. That's not all she's
Right,
wearing.
yeah, no. Get your head out the gutter, guys.
That's just the most special.
The best descriptor I just thought of for Rollo Cannoli is if you took the Rankin and Bass Bilbo, but gave him like some Radagast vibes, and he was made of bread.
Perfect.
I'm not okay with all of this, but whatever. Oh man. Okay. Well.
Also, he talks to animals.
He talks to animals. Remember that old song? He was the man who talks to animals.
I don't at all.
Oh well.
We don't know nothing.
Dr. Doolittle from back in the day. That being said, Rollo and Thelka, are you ready to dive into your adventure?
Yes, please.
Sploosh.
Woo! Well, you begin your adventure in where all great adventures begin, which is to say, in the sewers. You are searching to find the younger brother of your very good friend Johanna. His name is Jurgen.
Jurgen.
And Jurgen disappeared a few days ago, and by the time Johanna was able to find you and you investigated the room, the only hint you were able to find, aside from the shattered glass on the inside of his room, was a little bit of blood on his bed, as well as a small little remnant of sewage.
Now, I'm not sure what blood is, personally, so,
You just bleed like milk or yeast.
yeah,
Butter?
yeah. Butter.
Butter!
Butter, flour, butter.
I feel like you would
Egg yolks.
sweat butter a little bit, though.
The level at which we will cannibalize the small
No,
folk
please don't.
is concerning to me.
Oh, no!
I feel like you are meat-like. You are like, there is a magic click that you go from like a grain to a protein.
I don't know about that.
I
Okay.
feel like you cut off some of them, and it looks like bread, and you bite into it, and it's like human flesh, and it's horrifying.
That's nice.
Oh,
That's a terrifying image.
I don't like the way this is going
This is a
And so-
Halloween episode now.
Well, why did you make me a breadman?
because it's awesome and it's
It is. It's
innocent,
great,
and you're
isn't it?
corrupting it.
I wasn't corrupting anything.
Playtest.
That was all Rebecca. I just said he's a little burnished loaf. What's wrong with a burnished loaf?
We're looking for this boy, and he left behind
Some blood and some sewage.
and some poop water.
Yeah.
Yes. So you quickly go to the nearest manhole cover and realize that it has been fidgeted with.
Manhole cover. What year is it?
Oh, Terra
You know.
year. I imagine it's like a
Very
medieval
early.
time, but just there's a very convenient way to get into the sewers.
But they got some like a really top-notch sewer system going on here.
It's the average
For-
D&D setting. It's medieval, except when it's more convenient for it not
Ah,
to be.
yes.
Exactly.
Onward.
I-
Oh, are you
I'm
waiting
af-
for us to be in character?
I'm afraid that the sewers will mess up my flavor.
Oh, I could make you some boots.
That would be nice. I don't have any shoes.
Here, 1 second. I see some banana peels lying around.
That'll work, yeah.
Okay, put these on your feet.
They
and
might be a
then
little
I will
slippery, though.
cast- Oh, wait. I can't solidify just anything. I have to solidify force or foe.
What if these banana peels were your enemy?
How do I make them my enemy?
Well, if you hate them a lot in your heart, deep down.
Bananas are so delicious.
Okay, well, maybe not bananas. Maybe something else you'd like less.
I do hate litter.
Yeah, you hate the trash? Yeah, make the
Yes,
trash some
somebody
shoes.
littered a newspaper over here. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, you are my foe, but I can recycle
Hate
you.
him deep down in your heart.
Oh, but it can be reused. Oh no, I mean I hate it. I hate it so much.
You hate it. You must hate it.
And she molds
Make
the
a-
newspaper
passion.
around his feet and his,
Make a-
his legs, and then she's gonna cast a spell.
Make a hate check, which is not the first thing I thought you'd do.
Can
You're gonna-
Thelka have hate in her heart?
You're gonna roll 2d6 plus a willpower.
She's got good willpower.
Yeah, she does.
Did you crit?
I rolled double ones.
Oh, you crit the wrong way.
Crit,
She
plus
can't hate
2, so
anything.
4.
No, I
No,
think
that's a crit fail, my man.
that's a crit fail, which does earn you an experience point. So mark that off. But in this game, there are misses, there are complications, and successes. Anything below a 6 is a miss, which also earns you an experience point. Now, Snake Eyes is the worst possible thing, which has just happened to Rebecca.
So now I've just got some wet newspaper on my feet. Is that right?
Well, hold up.
Stay tuned.
Oh,
Hey,
boy.
Rebecca, can you go back to your calling and
Oh,
read
no.
how you cast spells?
Oh, that's right.
How
Oh,
I
dear.
cast them recklessly, and with abandon for
With
the
reckless
joy
abandon?
of the craft.
I can read it if you'd
Yeah,
like.
they explore and toy around with ancient and wild magic. Or should I read the sorcery bit? Is that what you mean?
The sorcery bit, yeah.
Okay. However, the risks of weaving such energies have hazards, both extreme and varied. On a
to cast a
fail,
spell.
on a miss, the spell
Yeah.
backfires in a way determined by the GM.
Yep.
So to cast a spell, you don't have spell slots or anything. You just roll plus willpower as you just did. On a success, the spell works as expected. On a miss, it backfires in a way determined by me. And then on a complication, you decide whether the spell succeeds or does not. But if it does, there are unintended consequences. So I imagine The spell is supposed to do 2d6 worth of damage. I'm not going to do that. That'd be really mean. I will do 1d6 of damage as the newspaper, like, spontaneously combusts into your face.
Oh, no.
And just steaming hot paper mache, like, lands on your face.
It's toasting my Tootsies.
For 3 points of damage.
Who is that hurting, me or
is that
him?
me or
'Cause I
him?
was like bent over his feet.
Yeah, because she was like
doing my
shaping it onto
project.
my legs.
I imagine then she like casts it and it goes.
Can it
right in
can
our
it damage us
face.
both?
Okay.
Let's get hurt like a team.
Yeah.
There we go. You both take 3 points of damage, which is negated by your armor. So whatever your
So I
armor
take-
level is.
One less.
Yay.
Exactly. I think you both have light armor, which means you take away 1 damage, 2 damage.
Dose.
And no shoes.
No shoes. Got flaming Tootsies. Okay, maybe you're not great at magic, but I appreciate the effort.
I could.
Nope,
maybe we could
I'm
just
good.
ask Jo-
Please,
we could
no,
ask Jo-
no.
No, there's Johanna, non-magical. The woman whose house we were just visiting.
Oh,
We
that
just
was
had
her name,
tea?
yes. Hmm.
Yeah.
I do better with animals than people. I apologize.
Do you remember her cat's name?
It was Thimblebuff.
Oh, such a cute name.
That's what they want to be called, at least. I don't know what they were called by their human. But,
I think it was Frederick.
no, that's unfortunate. I'll have to go tell Johannes.
Johanna probably has like a raincoat and some galoshes that we could borrow.
Do they fit a little 2.5 foot tall dude?
We work with what we got.
That's true. All right, well, I'll just get my bread soggy. Let's go.
We head back in and get suitably equipped.
You are as suitably equipped as you can be. Or actually, better yet, you know what? You could probably finagle some shoes. Using your supply. Isn't it useful?
I do have 3
You
supply,
just
don't
could
I?
carry some galoshes.
Or, Dylan, you can, like, wrap leather straps around your feet as though they were shoes for 1 supply.
Yeah, I'll do
All right.
that.
Nice.
You do that. Mark
I
off
check
1
off
supply.
a supply.
Now he just looks sick as hell.
And now they're waterproof, right?
Yes. And
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
I'll say that they are waterproof in the same way that most shoes are waterproof, which
Most
is,
shoes are not waterproof.
well, most waterproof shoes are like, as long as you're not submerged in water, you're fine. But if you're submerged in water, like, yeah, they're
Yeah.
going to be
Well, yeah,
Get
that's
past the
yeah.
lip.
Yeah, if it gets past the lip, you're screwed. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
So-
It's that type of thing where, like, if you are, like, knee-high, like, you're not going to be dry.
Yeah, these are like halfway up my ankles.
Yeah,
it's
for
over.
sure.
Footsies, the water has the high ground.
Oh no.
All right, you find yourselves in the deep dank of the Stormport sewers. They smell exactly like you think they would, which is to say terrible.
Do I
there
have a
is-
slight odor to me that gives like a nice freshly baked bread vibe?
I gotta say, man, bread does not overcome sewage in terms of
No, but I'm just wondering if I can ever just like stick my nose in my armpit and get a whiff real quick,
Oh,
you know?
Man.
Uh,
When he
you can
gets
certainly
sweaty,
try.
his
Make
armpits
a-
smell like cinnamon rolls.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, that's the best
do me a
way to
favor,
live.
Dylan. Roll 2d6s and add nothing. We're doing a smell check.
Smell check gives me a 5.
Spell
5.
check and a smell check.
No.
No,
You
okay.
Just smell like
Alas.
sewer. No experience though, because it wasn't a really
No,
real roll.
not a real roll, just a smell roll.
No sourdough. Only
Do
sour,
I
alas.
see any weird sewer critters such as rats or vampires or
Not yet. You're looking for who or what stole Jurgen, and hopefully you can bring Jurgen back to the land of the living. But that being
Wait, is
said,
Jurgen dead?
land of the living as in like not the sewer.
Things live in the sewer.
Underworld.
I don't
Is this
know.
the Hades sewer?
No.
This is the river Stanx.
It's the river Stanx.
The river Stanx?
The river Stanx. Out now.
Well, that's the name of the episode.
The river
The
Stanx.
river Stanx. Okay.
STANX.
Some blood trails around on the not wet bits of the sewer.
Oh yeah, I
I
guess
will
I am
say
a survival
there's
boy.
you are like literally the middle of the sewer is like a long, obviously, like river of sewage.
So this is a
flowing down.
classic sewer where it's stone paths with a river of sewage in the middle.
Yes.
Okay, this is your
Yes,
classic
that.
sewer.
And you do not see any traces of blood, mainly because, like, trying to find little specks of red in the midst of a really crappy sewer is just.
I thought this
a
was an
waste of your
excellent
time.
sewer.
It is better than no sewer.
Don't
It is
insult
worse
the
than
river
good sewer.
Stanx.
The river does
It's a great
Stanx, though.
sewer.
Can I roll
it's fine.
survival or whatever that would be for my skills? I don't know how that works in this case to help try and just look for any disturbances among the piles of garbage and sewage down here.
I won't even make you do that because right now you are currently located at a dead end. The
Oh,
only
well,
way
let me turn
forward
around.
Is forward. Yes.
Yay!
You are currently looking north, and north you can see straight ahead, and you have no choice but to really go forward or to go back. So I recommend you go forward.
I would like to go forward.
Sweet. All right, so you come to kind of an intersection
It's a
where
small
the
wet
path
slap with each of my little footsteps.
just a
Yeah.
you come to an intersection where the road continues north but also goes east and west. Which direction do you want to go?
Which way does my nose lead me?
Roll survival?
Can I help? I would
No.
like to help by
I have
using a supply.
I have
Hold on.
bad news.
Let me.
Okay, sell it to me.
Wait,
Sell it to
wait.
me.
Okay, don't talk yet, Dylan. It hasn't happened. I'm gonna use one of my supply to pull out a lantern because it's dark and dingy in here and just lit by the storm grates. I'm gonna pull out a lantern so he can see better.
For sure, you can do that.
Does that mean I get to re-roll my crit fail?
You can re-roll one of the dice.
Okay,
Because you're
that's hopeful.
skilled.
I am a skilled boy.
And by
Hey, it's a
helping-
6 total.
Sweet. And
get
because
to
she
ask-
helped you... Oh, go ahead.
You go ahead,
No. You say it.
Mr.
You were doing
Game
a
Master,
good...
sir.
No,
it
you're
says
good.
here on my character sheet. Okay. When when you help someone or hinder them, describe what you do and roll accordingly. So I do 2d6s.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it's a 9.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So
That's a
you will
complication.
name a cost, and if I accept the cost, I add or subtract if I was hindering a 2 from the roll.
So you currently have rolled a 6 on top of your 1, Dylan, which is a 7.
No. I rolled a 5 on top of my 1, which makes a 6.
Oh, so you really need that too. Mm-hmm. I'll say... Okay, I'll make it simple. You're trying to light this lantern, and you're in a deep, dank environment. It's going to cost you 2 supply rather than the 1.
Ooh.
What will, if I do this, we will get a complication instead of a miss?
That is the complication.
No, but like for your roll.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Then yeah, let's do the supply. Bing bong.
All right.
That's 2.
So Dylan,
Yeah.
your complication is this. You don't know where to go, but you know to not go west.
That works
So
for
north
me.
or east.
I kind of look up at I love this tiny little squat loaf and this tall thin.
I imagine you have a beer belly too. Like imagine like it's just a loaf.
He's just
with a little belly.
rotund. Yeah.
It looks
Built-
like a
built
very
like a round
like
loaf.
proofed. You know when you've proofed
Oh, yeah.
bread and it's all puffy.
Yeah. He kind of
Pillsbury Doughboy got
looks
nothing
up
at all.
over and he says, well, we ain't going left, but I'll let you choose the other options.
Right or forward? What do you think, Vengeance?
Use your heart, child. Actually, no, you wouldn't say that.
That is
Use
not-
your
no.
mind, child.
My mind says we start in one direction and go clockwise. So let's go straight.
Works for me.
All right. Now you make your way deeper and deeper into the dark, dank sewer in pursuit of Jurgen.
You know, I've literally never been in the sewers before.
Really?
Never once had a reason to come down here. Can't say I'm impressed.
I've been in way too many. They're kind of all the same.
Why?
You hear-
why'd
as
you
you're
go down
talking,
to
you
some of
hear a
these
faint
sewers?
whistle coming from the north.
Way
Kinda-
too many treasures are hidden in sewers for some reason. Maybe because there's also usually giant rats? I don't understand. Oh, but did you hear that?
I heard some whistling. Now, is it whistling or a whistle?
A single whistle. Like
One
whistling.
tone?
Like one thing whistling.
Whistle
Just
for
like-
it, Sam.
That's just blowing.
Did that sound? It sounded good to me on my end. Did it sound bad to you
Discord
guys?
does not help.
Oh,
When it
okay.
comes
Well,
to-
Whistle come through?
I whistled the entertainer,
Oh,
which
that's
is
fun.
public domain. So
Well?
Is that what it sounds like?
I don't know. It's kind of a jaunty tune, yeah.
If it's a jaunty tune, I definitely want to go that way.
And you run quickly towards the sound, and then it seems like the sound actually goes behind you pretty quickly, which is kind of weird.
Oh, that's freaky. Don't like.
I like it.
I'm gonna go back and forth until I can try like slower and like bit by bit each time until I can pendulum my way into where the actual location is.
You realize that's not coming from ahead of you or behind you, but actually, you'd have to look
above me.
Not quite in the sewage. Not like you have to dive into the sewage, but like it's coming from the river, not from like the.
Hello there.
Hello?
Not you. Shh.
Oh, hey! And you kind of like hold the lantern out, and you see like a big rat on a rib cage, kind of using a femur to row down the sewage.
Buddy.
I love him.
Oh wait, you can't talk to him. Never mind.
I can.
Cheep 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 cheep.
I speak animal.
All right. Oh hey, you speak animal.
I do. Yeah. I'm
bro.
digging your vibe, man. That was a good tune.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
How long you been down here, bud?
Since I was a little rat.
Ah, man. Well,
Yeah.
I've got a question for you, buddy. So I have never been down in the
Okay.
sewer before. It's kind of strange for me. But have you seen a small Jurgen around? Anything bleeding or anything
I've
coming
seen
through?
a lot
here
of stuff bleeding.
Like today?
Yeah.
What kind of things have you seen bleeding?
Well, you must be new around here.
I just told you I've never been in the sewers before.
Oh, that means you are new around
Yeah, I
here.
am indeed.
But my name's Eugene.
Hi, Eugene. It's good to meet you. My name is
And,
Rollo Cannoli.
Okay. And if you want to know something from Eugene, you gotta give Eugene something, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean, but what would you like?
He kind of sticks out his paw and rubs the two parts of his paw together. And
Do you like?
His little fingies.
Do you like
little
shinies?
thingies? I like Eugene likes shinies.
Now, if you want to rub together, you probably want 2 shinies. Am I correct?
Two's better than one.
Let's do 2 shinies, and I hand over 2 gold to him.
Oh, he's like, oh yeah. So continue down that way. Make a right, then another right, then another right, and
Wait, that just brings me back here. Hang on, that's 3 rights.
Oh wait. Oh. Well, he lets you know to not go west.
But I already knew that.
Ah, so we're going in the right direction.
Well, hold up. The previous passageway, you knew not to go west.
Right.
But if there's any more turns west, you
And
can take.
I was just never going to go west, so
Okay, well, now you know.
Don't go west, young man.
never go west.
He says, and don't go south.
That's where we came
where
from.
we
So yeah,
came.
what's south? Is there something bad that way?
No, that's just Eugene's territory. If
Oh,
you know
sorry,
what
Eugene.
I
I don't.
you know what I mean. He kind of like shakes his shoulders and starts rowing down on his
Bye,
little
Eugene.
bridge. Goodbye.
Keep rowing.
Have fun storming the castle.
Okay,
Or whatever you're doing.
not that.
Okay.
Okay, and I turned back over to Thelka, and I'm gonna say, I'm assuming you didn't get any of that.
No.
All you heard is
Oh.
like cheep cheep cheep.
yeah.
It was very
Well, I have
cute,
gold.
though.
You were really puzzled why he threw gold at the rat, but
Oh, I could figure there was some kind of exchange going on. I just don't speak the language, and that's just how
Yeah,
it
it's a
is
weird
sometimes.
one to pick up, but hey, it works. Luckily
Sounds
the
very, like a tonal language.
yeah, sewer rat is very
Those are always
similar
tough.
to the like little chipmunk up top, so it actually works out
Yeah.
okay. There's
I
enough
picked
of a
up
common.
little squirrel, just enough to know that they're all very difficult. The rodent languages.
It's rough. Yeah.
funnily
but-
enough, hamster is actually way different, and pigeon and sewer rat are way closer than sewer rat and hamster, which you wouldn't think.
well, a pigeon
Yeah,
is
but
basically
because
a
of
sewer
the
rat, but
urban-
above. Yeah.
The
true.
urbanization of pigeon.
Yeah, it had
but
the
there
it had
are
the same
something- It does
like.
find its roots in the same language as dove.
Oh, it started with dove. That makes more sense, actually. Yeah, I was gonna say, with the urbanization, they probably had similar like weird evolutional tracks there with their languages anthropologically.
And
Yeah,
we continue
anyway.
talking like this
Yeah.
till we reach another turn.
Yeah. But anyway, I explained where we're going because of that, and never to go west ever.
You meet another intersection once again. You're coming from the south, and it once again diverges into 4 paths.
We're not going west.
Came from west, north, and east.
No.
North.
Yes.
North. You continue north.
We're not
North
going
by north,
west.
north.
North by north.
By north. It's really funny because I ran this same campaign, this same level last time, and my people took a very similar path.
Just
that
keep
being
going
said,
straight.
who is leading the way?
I think I'm
Don't
a
go
little.
with the
I think I'm
lights, or
eager.
you?
I think I'm eager.
Yeah, you're. And then I'm coming behind with the light, and it shines over.
It's probably
the
like
ball
right
of
up. It's probably like
head.
right above me. Yeah.
A little bit behind, so it can reflect off your head, and you can
Yeah.
tilt it to point
You-
it.
Yeah, you're just enjoying like seeing the light reflect off the back of my little burnished brain.
And continuing to talk about different animal languages and terror.
Yeah, we found a very shared niche.
Well, there's lots of different dialects for bird. They all share a basic language, sort of like Spanish in the Latin Americas. That's a different world. Sorry.
Oh, the romantic languages. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, the dialects, more like the dialects of the different Latin American countries, where one word can be very simple and basic, and in another country, that same word could be a curse. So you do have to be careful. You can really insult. Oh boy, especially the corvids. The corvids have a. But they're.
I've never met a raven who didn't hate me, so.
Yeah, you probably.
I'm pretty sure I
depends on
deeply
if they're
insulted
using
their
a
mother.
High or low corvid. You would probably a raven. They often speak high corvid. At least.
And
in
yeah,
formal
as you can tell, I'm
situations.
not exactly a high class guy. So yeah, I was probably using the common speak and insulted them somehow.
You're very kind. It's
Well,
just
thank
very
you.
difficult to cross cultural barriers.
It is, and when you're trying to speak to 14 different types of animals all the time, you always get things mixed up.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, we can
You
keep
done?
ripping if you want. You go.
We'll keep going till you stop us.
All right. Okay, Dylan, roll 2d6 and add agility, please.
I don't wanna.
Cultural studies is
3 plus 6 plus
Thelka's
1,
first
10.
thing.
Oh, that's pretty good. You realize the ground beneath you is beginning to kind of give way as you see a pit trap open beneath you, and you lunge forward and are able to kind of land on the
I
side
do
of
a
it.
nice tuck and roll midair.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And you are now separated by Thelka, but
Thelka, you're like
least-
12 feet tall. Just lean across.
She- no. So you are now
Well,
separated,
very yes and of you.
and sewage begins flowing down. Imagine that almost like
Just a deluge.
yeah, it's just a deluge. But you are separated, but
deluge
you
of
can still
sewage.
see, you can still see each other. But what you must decide now is how to navigate being separated.
No. Wait, so is he's safe on the other side of this pit trap?
Yes.
For sure. And the pit trap has kind of opened the way for kind of a line of sewage to break off and kind of create another little mini canal between you two.
So you say it's moving. Currently, it's moving along,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like a force? I'd like to solidify this force.
Oh.
I'll roll 2d6 plus willpower.
Yeah, you will.
Hold up.
No,
Hold
she
up.
will. Yep, she definitely will.
Nope.
Please.
Because cause that's the nice thing about this magic is it's very magical. I will say, let's see how generous I'm feeling.
How long is
So
how long is your staff?
Probably like long.
Like 4 feet.
You know what? Here's what I'll say.
Oh, it's a
You're-
long staff. For martial
You
arts
can't
moves.
manipulate the river of sewage, but the pieces of the pit still kind of have that potential energy in them. I'm gonna categorize forces like potential energy.
Well, if we know about
I
potential
guess.
energy, we're going to talk about a flow of sewage.
Oh, shut up. This is
Force,
this
the
is
movement. The flow.
Harness
what's that? To quote La Cage aux Folles, it's my world that I want to have a little fun in.
Yeah.
It's my world, and it's not a place I want to run in. I don't know.
What if you
but
pole vault across with your long staff?
it is interesting.
I could just try that and see what happens.
You may be covered in some sewage, but
You could also liquefy that force or solidify that force.
I don't know
Which
how that would
force?
help. How
know.
is force an object? This is difficult.
This is a really philosophical thing that this is why we playtest.
I have an idea. Okay, how
what?
about this game master? She's gonna take her bow staff. She's gonna breathe deeply and center herself and move through some martial arts moves that she was taught by her friend and master. And she's gonna
Channel the
swirl the
chi.
bow staff around her, and as she does, she is going to I don't know if she should liquefy or solidify force to make
Solidify.
herself solidify force, and she's going to attempt to make a tightrope to walk across.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you can 100%. I imagine it's almost like Harold in the Purple Crayon. Where you
Yes.
kind of just
Oh,
swinging
man.
it, and you create an object, and it just kind of falls
I
flat. And it's
grew
like-
up with that book.
But in order to do that, Rebecca, you have to roll and succeed.
Why are they making a new one of those, by the way? Can we talk about why they're making that right now?
Hey, the movie was really good.
Was it?
The movie was fine. It was fine.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Hey guys, I
Hey.
got a complication.
Hey.
Oh.
Now, is my
So
lucky? Does my lucky feat only apply to me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Rebecca. Do you want it to succeed?
She
Yeah,
gonna
I
get.
like complications. Tell
She
me
gonna
what goes
get
wrong.
deluged.
I love it. Let's
deluged.
go.
I think you're able to cross over, but as you cross over, you see another rat on another rib cage pass by.
It's
and
not
kinda
Eugene?
No, this is his cousin, Rizzo. Rizzo, the rat.
Rat.
And he says, "Do you mind?" And he kind of throws some of the sewage at you, and you take
I'm sorry, Rizzo. She doesn't mean it.
4 points of damage.
That's a lot of damage from sewage.
Dang. That's
It's
more than
really
the
bad sewage.
explosion.
It's really bad sewage.
I'm
no
now
kidding.
just under half health.
Hey,
Well,
but
I
did you
can
negate
do
the one from that?
First aid.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. So your
Now just
armor
above
does protect
half
you.
health.
There we go.
Here,
Watch
let me.
out for sewage, man.
Yeah, once you get to
Imagine
my.
there was something solid in there that conked her in the head.
Yeah, right. Something
Yeah.
fell on you.
Just a solid piece. Like there's a very, very, very large kidney stone that kind of the head.
That implies something about this that I do not like. Once you get to the other side, I'll spend a supply to heal you with first aid. To spend a couple minutes here.
Aw.
I'll say it was like a giant's kidney stone. That way, it kind of makes it more pleasant to us.
It does not. Okay, I'm gonna heal you 1d6.
Thank you.
That is a 5. Yay!
I'm back to full exactly.
And I have
Sweet.
1 supply left and 1 gold left.
Bless.
He used it to kind of bandage your head and wipe away the sewage.
Take care of some of the burns.
That being said, you come to another set. Sorry, you just chose the most odd and predictable, not predictable, but like repetitive.
Boring.
I wouldn't say that. That being said, you do have a choice of west, north, or east again.
North.
West.
North.
Wait, no, wait. Hang on.
You continue to go west.
Thank you so much for the bandage, Mr. Calzone.
Now, as you look down, you kind of hear a little bit of a tap, as though you kicked something small and metal on the floor.
Did you hear that?
Did I hear what?
Like something small and metal on the floor got kicked.
Tink tink.
I look down.
And you find a small little pipe with little etchings of gold on it. Now, this is important.
It's my
because
piccolo.
No.
Oh.
Because you realize that Jurgen was a tobogganist. And this little pipe has little carvings of toboggans on it.
Is it like
That's
is it like a smoking pipe or
It's a smoking
a
pipe.
flutin' pipe?
It's a fluting
Smoking
pipe.
pipe. It
Rootin'
does a
tootin'.
smoking pipe.
Rootin' tootin'.
Rootin' tootin'.
Smoking. Smoking poking.
Highfalutin.
Smoking poking right out your lungs.
Oof. Truth. It's a
Don't
vape.
smoke, kiddos.
It's a vape.
still
It's a
bad for
magical
you.
vape.
In this magical world, smoking just looks cool and doesn't actually hurt.
Imagine if Gandalf vaped instead of smoked a pipe. He'd be so much less cool.
Fun fact, they shot a little bit of the movie with him like chewing caramels because they wanted him to not be smoking.
Yes.
It just didn't work.
Yep. Was not happening. Okay, what are we doing with this flute? So we think this is Jurgen's, yeah?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
we're on the right track. Jurgen loves tobogganing.
Now, what is
Remember-
toboggan?
It's a winter sport. You know, we are far in the north.
We are?
It's sort of like a sled.
Oh, okay. It's like a
I know
fancy
you slept
sled,
on
yeah.
most of the ride up here, but we did get pretty far north
That's fair, that's fair.
and up into the mountains.
Mountains, here we go. All right, north sledding it is.
It's really going to be so lovely.
You-
once
you
Jurgen
also say
isn't
little-
in danger.
You also see literal like toboggan hats carved into it. He's a tobogganist in every sense of the term.
This is a very niche kind of pipe,
A toboggan for his noggin?
custom made. I guess we should hold on to this.
Yeah, this is probably worth a lot of, well, maybe not money, but like worth a lot of sentimentality.
sentimental value.
Yeah.
For him to drop it, he either is very like running really fast, or in big trouble,
Or he made a drastic life change and no longer likes tobogganing.
or smoking, which I
Maybe-
have to remember in this world just looks really cool. Doesn't
Yeah.
hurt your
No
lungs.
harms, yeah. What are lungs?
Do you not have
Nothing to you.
lungs?
I don't know. I don't have, my internal organs are very different anatomically.
I want to see like the I
the
feel like
cross
your anatomy-
section. Yeah.
I feel like you would look exactly like a person's anatomy, except they're all different types of like buns and loaves.
Oh, I need to make this. Oh,
Oh man, 2 just Subway rolls. In your lungs. A cinnamon roll for the heart. If you're a sweet boy, it depends on how you were made, I'll bet.
yeah. It depends on how
Bad.
caring your parents were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone just has like sesame seeds in there. You know they weren't loved.
Pork rinds.
Okay, you finally come to an intersection that no longer goes north, but only west or east.
Well, I know which way we're going.
But
No,
in front of you, blocking the way,
I'm ignoring everything you're about to say.
a small, shriveled figure whose back is towards you, kind of taking
Eugene.
handfuls of sewage and putting them in a pile in front of it.
Is it Eugene?
Hello?
It's not Eugene.
Oh, is it Rizzo?
It's not Rizzo.
Oh, good. He
It's
threw a
also
kidney
not
stone.
Is it
Rizzo.
Jurgen?
It's not Jurgen.
Oh man, I don't know who any of these people are then.
I'm gonna call out, hello?
Oh, I can do this.
Okay. I think they want to be left alone. We should just
Do
ignore
you
them.
like
Move on.
trash? Me too.
Do you need
Have you
help?
seen a small flautist? Wait,
Tobogganist.
tobogganist. Sled? Badang.
Butter?
And the face kind of turned towards you, and you see a long, crooked nose and a warty face.
Oh, hey, witch.
And a deranged smile as this kind of green-skinned old woman.
Are you a hag?
Seaweed-like hair looks at you and says, "Hello, buddy."
Hello, hag.
And she waves her hands towards you. And
Uh-oh.
let's see what she does.
What if I just want to
That
talk
is
to
a
her?
7, which is launch. And then this is, let's see, this is 5, 12. Launch ooze. Perfect.
Oh, perfect.
She launches ooze at you two. Both of you make dexterity rolls to avoid it.
And I'm assuming you mean agility by dexterity?
Yes.
In your own
of
system
course.
that you've written?
Yes. Shut up. Yes.
Can I cast a spell instead?
What you thinking?
I got 9.
I'll say
was
avoid
thinking-
this first and then cast a spell.
Ooh, cool, because maybe it'll work together. What am I? It's agility? Just.
Yes.
I got a 9.
I got 7.
7. Oh, dang. Okay. Rollo, you take 2 points of damage. That is also impacted by your armor. And then, Rebecca, you take 3 points of damage as sewage is wiped all over you, along with several smaller kidney stones.
Why is everything getting... How much of this sewer is urine?
I don't think the water has way too many minerals or something. I don't know what causes kidney stones
This
here.
is not a healthy
sense.
biome.
It's calcium, buddy.
Calcium.
Maybe
Buddy.
the smoking is causing people harm, but it's harming their kidneys.
Buddy.
It's probably the alcoholism.
That
I think
being
we should
said,
just leave this lady alone.
Hey, we don't want any trouble. We're just looking for Mr. Toboggan.
she kind of cackles again and begins to wave her hands again.
Uh-oh. She's gonna launch you. I hit the ground.
And she's going to... What's the second spell she has regarding ooze? Oh, I rolled launch again. That's perfect. And then, let's see. I like that. Launch friend. And,
Eugene!
you just see a small, like, black cat flying towards you. Rollo, make an agility roll.
The poor baby, catch it.
That's gonna be a 4. I'm gonna
Oh,
use my
man.
I'm gonna use my lucky feat here.
Luckily,
always land on
okay,
their feet.
so you learned, you used it's a complication now, right?
Yeah, it goes from
So it only
straightness.
deals 1 point of damage.
Okay, good.
In that case,
Just lands on me and it's like
yeah. And you feel like maybe this hag is not the most well intentioned.
Yeah, probably not, but hey. Can I try and sneak around, like use a can I like throw the cat and use that as a distraction to like try to sneak around?
Dylan, you can certainly try. Yes, please do try.
And so with it being skilled, what does that affect?
It would not be skilled. You're throwing a cat.
No, but the sneak part. The sneak part.
oh.
Is,
I could
yeah,
I could
because
try
I'm
to do
skilled in
something
sneak.
to distract her if you communicate to Thelka.
I feel like if you say, hey, distract her so I can sneak around her, she's gonna know that, you know?
I do that, and then I throw the cat.
Do you throw it at Thelka or at the witch?
I throw it at the witch.
Buddy. Okay. You...
Without any mods, I got a 6. I don't know what I'm rolling for that, but
That's really not good, dude.
no.
A failure.
Gain an experience point
Yay.
as she launches more ooze at
More
you.
ooze.
More ooze.
Does she even try to catch the cat?
No.
Oh, what a
She's
rude
a-
witch.
She's a bad guy.
But sometimes bad guys like animals. I don't know.
I don't know.
Is the
Well, it wasn't-
cat falling into the ick?
Probably.
No, it just lands by her feet.
Oh.
You take 3 points of damage, Dylan.
I don't
as
wanna.
More. It's too bad.
Oh.
Ooze is launched against you, and you're kind of like oozed to the wall
Launch
now.
ooze. Oh, I'm like splotted against the wall.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Sewage is binding. you to
Thelka,
the wall.
help!
Hold on. 1 second. And
Liquefy!
I would like to cast Melt Foe.
Perfect.
Ah, yes. Now she'll become one with the sludge.
Cast it. Cast it.
I don't like the sound of that.
It's a 10.
Perfect.
Oh.
So that does 2d6 worth of damage. Roll 2d6.
Ooh. Melt foe. You think something called melt foe would do a little more damage than 2d6, but you know.
So seeing her friend, his face getting pocked with burn marks from the toxic ooze because everyone
kidney
here
stones.
apparently eats and kidney stones. Thelka will reach out her hand and she will recite an incantation which sounds just like her mouth is starting to drip and melt as she says it. And as she does this like goopy sounding horrible noise, the witch's mouth will begin to bubble and melt. And
How much
she will
damage did
take
you-
8 damage.
Oh, that's perfect.
Nice.
Yeah. So as you
Is
do
this
that,
like is this like Indiana Jones style face melting or
no, this is like Wizard of Oz, where she begins to like fall down. She's like, I'm melting, friend. I'm melting, buddy. What a world, butter.
I'm turning into butter.
Yeah, and the hag is no more.
Yay.
You solved my hag puzzle.
Thank you, Thelka.
Oh, I was hoping to just keep her from spellcasting. I think
It seems like she's kind of the
worst.
worst.
I'm
She
dead.
was kind of the worst. I don't know how sentient. Oh gosh. The
Relatively?
moral implications, the ethical implications.
Don't
What-
worry about
are
it.
you
I'm sure
okay?
it's fine. Can you get me out
actually,
of this kidney stone?
While you do that, it might be helpful for me as a narrator to explain that in the Brave Wanderer system, there is such thing as fell and fair.
Ah.
Some things are fell, which means they have no soul.
Irredeemable.
They're just kind of a
Irredeemable.
force. They're
Yeah.
just kind of a force, you might say.
Nope. I would not say that. I would not say something that would break my game so soon into its conception. But I will say that you do not have to worry about like the soul of this thing. You ridded the world of another evil.
Yay.
It's like a slime. Just
No
more
moral
advanced.
implications.
Yeah. Not everything is fell or fair, but there are some things where it's like, oh, that is a fell creature. It's like, I don't know. I feel like it's fun to have
Feels
fell
like-
creatures.
Yeah. It's like droids.
Yeah.
Can you get me out of this ooze?
Yes.
Oh, you're out. That happened while we were narrating.
But how,
that's
how
nice.
much health are you at? Should I?
Me?
should
I have 7.
heal? And you're missing. That's okay. You're missing a decent amount. So let me try to heal you.
I'm okay. I'm like half. That's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We don't know if we might.
How many supplies do you have left?
I have healing magic.
Oh, you do? Well, in that case, go for it. Yeah.
Y'all, I just rolled a crit success. What's
Incredible.
Up with that?
I am max health. Thank you.
How does that actually work?
No, I'm max health, Sam.
No. What? She rolls.
I roll
She-
1d6 plus will.
Okay, sweet.
Or I roll a d6 per will. Excuse me. It's just 2d6.
Ooh.
Max health, my friend.
That's 7. So yes.
Heck
are.
yeah. And I'm assuming I can't
Can
go
I get
above
a
my max.
boon for my crit success, Game Master?
No.
Can
Does
I get the
armor
boon of
affect
having
healing?
The cat be my friend?
I'll allow it.
Does armor affect healing?
Although I don't know if that. No, the armor does not affect healing. That would stink. I don't know how well Vengeance and the cat would get along.
Oh,
Is this
the cat? Will
cat-
just walk.
Yeah, was this cat summoned by the witch or hag, or was this like just a cat she found in the sewer?
Shrugs.
This poor kitty. It's so dirty and sad. Don't worry, we'll get you back out. And do you like other cats?
Okay, I don't think this cat's a nice one.
I think this cat.
Oh. Wait, this has more implications than I thought.
I was trying to think of like, what is an obvious way to say this cat is evil?
I pick up the cat and I just hold it above the sewer water and just let go.
It could have been redeemed.
It said, "Hail Satan."
Should we not do that? Is that not?
No, that's hilarious. Let it go.
What if Satan is nice here?
I don't think that's how this works.
He's not. He's not. He's still a bad guy.
Let's go north.
Let's go north. Let's ditch this cat.
He's already dead. It's already dead.
Thank God.
Killed it.
You drowned a cat.
Yes, I did. Not the first time I've done that in a tabletop RPG, actually.
Oh no.
Add that to your count, I guess. Your cat body count of death.
Yeah, this would be the third cat
Drowning.
I've specifically drowned in a tabletop RPG.
And as you two walk away, there's just like a paw with little fur burning off.
Oh, don't
reaching
try and
out
make
of the
us sad
mire.
about it.
It's just Anakin climbing.
It's Anakining out.
Oh my gosh.
Rizzo comes along.
to be seen again.
Yeah, it'll be
at
our
some point.
main enemy next time.
Yeah.
Wait, Dylan, you made my boon a curse.
I'm sorry.
A little evil
making
Satanist
notes.
cat. Oh my. Evil Satanist cat.
Yep, add that to the list.
Oh man. You continue east to a new intersection, one of which goes further east and one that continues south.
Weast?
No. You are coming from the west. You can either continue straight and go east or go down and go south.
Didn't you say Eugene said to go right, then right, then right?
That does sound right.
So we should go.
After the
South.
first
We turn to the right and we continue on.
Yes.
As you walk down, the smell of sewage fills your nostrils a little bit more than it did before, which is not fun.
How?
It just is worse. And you're continuing to go lower, and it's getting worse and worse and
Air
worse.
bubbles are popping through the sewage. Just like bloop.
I reach down to my little tubby tummy and I take out like 2 little handfuls of stuff and fluff and just put them into my nose holes.
Sweet.
You just have pure cotton fluff for
It's
belly
like
and lip.
it's like bread fluff, yeah.
So you continue down to an intersection where you can go east, west, or continue south.
Is it another right? Like, what do we do here? I don't know.
I guess we turn right again and head west. Even though we were never
and
supposed to go west.
You continue going west, and you come to another intersection where you can either go north, west, or south.
Make another right, I guess.
Another right.
I'm trusting Eugene quite a bit here.
And you continue walking, and you just hear,
Is that the hag? Is that the freaking hag?
and you just see
No!
it's like a little cat that has like no fur, that just has like full claws, and he's like, "Ah! Remember me, Rollo?" And he kind of jumps at you.
I'm gonna pull out my last supply, a ball of yarn. And I'm just gonna throw it in the other direction.
And you throw it, and it tumbles into the sewage, and the cat follows it into the sewage.
Yay!
And you guys continue forward, and as you walk away, you see a skeletal cat hand come out of the sewage.
Like a Terminator.
Yes. Oh, man. And you come back to the intersection of going west or east, because you just went in a circle.
I don't know, dude. I'm all discombobulated. You're the sewer expert. I'm not used to all this stuff.
I never said I was good at sewers.
You said you've been in a lot of them.
I've been in them. Yeah, and they're all different and confused.
You said they're all the same.
Okay, that's the problem. They're all the same. It always looks the same. It's hard to keep track and figure out where things are.
Okay, north.
There is no north.
No,
That
I
is the
make
one
a
option you don't
north.
have.
We're gonna go north.
We start
I
tunneling.
want to liquefy the foe, which is the wall.
I liquefy
Fair.
foe, which in this case is the game master.
All right, cast liquefy
I got
foe.
7.
Okay, do you want this to succeed?
I don't think we do.
We are running low on our time. So
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I picture whoever's holding Jurgen and I say liquefy foe.
The wall begins to melt, and as it melts and falls to the side, a big poof of green gas kind of sparks, and your lantern goes out for a split second, and then everything goes white.
Oh, gosh.
Your ears are ringing.
Yeah.
As you witness a methane explosion.
Yeah, just everything ignites. Ugh.
But roll an agility.
Am
So
I a little burnt now? Oh, crit success, baby. 6-6.
It's another 7.
Okay, so here's what happens. Rollo,
Yeah.
because Thelka is the one doing all of this, you were standing behind her,
Uh-huh.
which protected you from a lot of the blast.
And I'm 2.5 feet tall.
Yes, and so you only took about 2 points of damage, which plus your armor is basically nothing.
Yeah, it's just 1 damage.
However,
Oh, no.
Thelka,
Yeah, it was nice knowing you.
what'd you roll?
7.
Oh,
7?
boy.
Okay, so you didn't... I don't know if you...
1 above a
take-
failure.
You took
Die.
eight points of damage from this
Oh,
methane
gosh.
explosion.
I got 1 health, y'all.
Hey, that's just,
so-
enough to live.
Yep, I got one. Wait, no. I have 2 health. I have 2.
As you both recover from the smoky scene of a methane explosion in the
Oh my
sewer,
gosh. I can't imagine that smell either. Ooh.
Rollo, you look to your right down
Mm-hmm.
the eastern passage, and you see a shadowy figure continuing east where you had turned south.
Is it carrying a toboggan by any chance?
No, but it looks awfully suspicious.
All right, I'm going to follow that shadowy figure. And I say, follow me!
Are you leaving Thelka?
I say, follow me! And I run off.
So Thelka,
Thelka, come
you're
on!
laying there.
My ears are bleeding. I can't hear.
Thelka! Thelka!
And then a little stoat gets on the ground behind you and begins to like drag you through the mud and mire.
Yes.
And vengeance is dragging you. But Rollo, you run ahead. And you continue east into what looks like a small little den filled with desiccated corpses. And,
Oh, no.
and like a little almost nest made out of rags and sticks and bones.
Do any
And
of these...
amongst the... I'm not...
Hey,
done.
but I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Do any of these corpses look like they're toboggan enthusiasts?
No.
Okay, good.
Because there is one, in fact, a live body that looks like a toboggan enthusiast.
Now, how can
There's
I
a
tell he's a toboggan enthusiast?
He's wearing one.
He's wearing a toboggan.
Oh, excellent.
And he says, he has a t-shirt that says what, Rebecca?
It says, if missing, return to Johanna.
It's very on the nose. I love it.
And Johanna was wearing a shirt that said, I'm Johanna, as we saw.
I love those.
Scene.
And as you see him, you also identify a tall, hulking,
Oh.
humanoid-esque creature staring above Jurgen, seemingly like just squinting him down. But as he does so, Jurgen writhes in agony.
Uh-oh.
And behind the creature, and you're kind of located now at kind of a dead end in the tunnel.
I'm sneaking, by the way.
You should have said that before.
No, well, as soon as I see the scary thing, I start sneaking.
Okay,
He
that's
just
fair.
squats and the eye shows up and closes.
Make a skill
Skyline.
roll.
5.
It's a skilled roll.
Well, I don't remember. How does skilled work?
You roll 2d6 and you can re-roll one result, but you
Okay,
must
hang
take
on.
the new one.
I'm re-rolling because the other one was a 1. Okay, 8. That's better.
Okay.
Oh, 9 total,
Yeah.
actually, because of the +1.
You hide and like sidle up to one of the sides, but you kind of step on a bone and crack it.
Yep.
And so it's that stereotypical movie moment where the monster looks towards the entrance of the tunnel,
Yep.
but he doesn't see you. And you see behind the monster and between the wall, like if the monster is here, the wall's here, Jurgen's here, and you're like sidled up against the wall right here.
That's really helpful for our audio audience. Yeah.
Yeah, it really should. So basically, it's like a dead end tunnel. But right before the end of the tunnel, there's like a stone slab that's pulsating purple. In front of which is standing the monster, and in front of him is standing Jurgen, and then you're saddled up against the wall.
Okay, perfect. Can I try to slip out? But if I've already caught his attention with this crack.
You can certainly try again.
I'm gonna try to slip out.
Okay.
7.
You exit, stepping on even more bones, but this time it's like a bunch of teeth, and they kind of like scatter. And he sees you, and he begins chasing you down.
That works. That's okay. That gets him away from Jurgen. Okay.
Yep. And so he's now chasing you down the tunnel, and you are coming up on Thelka being dragged by vengeance.
Yeah, I'm tucked into a ball, just rolling down the hallway like a Goron.
Yes. At this point, Thelka has managed to stand, but she's like stooped over, holding her broken ribs, and she's limping, dragging one leg that she can't feel. And
smoking.
She's been looking down.
She's
And she's smoking. She's like, my lungs feel horrible. I don't know what they were saying. And she looks up, and she just glares at this monster, and she says, that's enough. And she's gonna cast Solidify Foe.
Aw, snap.
Ooh! Do it!
We are reversing the equation.
Is there any way I can fix this?
Can vengeance help? Can I help?
That's my favorite line in tabletop RPGs. Is there any way I can fix this?
How can I salvage this?
Oh, well, hey, you have not used your advantage provided by vengeance, so you can choose to treat your roll as skilled once per session, courtesy of vengeance, so you can reroll one of the dice and accept the new result. So tell us, Rebecca, what dice do you currently have?
I have a 1 and a 2, so I'm gonna reroll the 1.
Are you sure? You might want to reroll the 2. I don't know.
It's a 6!
Oh!
There we go!
So that's 8 plus 2 from my willpower, so it's a 10!
Let's go!
Roll 2d6, baby!
Let's go, let's go!
Solidify foe.
It's a 1 and a 2 again.
He reaches out to grab you, and his hand like solidifies and falls to the ground.
Oh.
He is still alive, but his hand is like just a
Dragon.
Yes, exactly. And that being said, because you rolled that, he will still try to attack you, but it will not be at advantage. But it doesn't matter because you didn't roll great.
As I'm rolling down the hallway away towards all that stuff, I'm yelling out, Eugene! Rizzo! Please!
Anyone?
So, Thelka, his hand falls to the ground, and he looks at the hand, and he looks at you, and he looks at the hand, and he looks at you, and he kind of rears back and uses his hand like a flail, and kind of just slams you next, like a big stone hand hitting a small petite burned and broken woman, dealing 5 points of damage.
So like the Witch King and Eowyn.
Yes.
Like a bell ringing sound, just ding! Like she's cartoon spins and.
All
Down
right,
for the count.
Which means, my good friend Rollo, it's all on you now, my dude.
Yeah, I'm still calling for Eugene.
All right, Rollo. We're gonna
Eugene, I need you, buddy. I got one more shiny gold if you can help us.
Make a rat check, which is a single d6.
Okay.
Rat check, let's
Rat check.
go.
Hoo ha ha. 5.
Ha-ha.
Ooh. How can
Summon
I
the
help
cat
you, friend?
instead.
Oh, good. Thank you.
And there's a single rat next to you, Eugene.
Is it Eugene? Yes, thank you, Eugene.
He's holding a femur like a long sword.
That's incredible. Thank you, Eugene. Eugene, I hand out the gold, and I say, I need you to find a way to get that tall human out of here safely.
Okay. And you just see he's like, oh, that's easy. And so as the monster rears back and is about to bring down, he is using his not frozen hand to
slam the
weaponize
other
his
one.
frozen hand. And as he does so, he brings it down on Thelka, whose eyes are about to glass over, and rats just kind of lift her up and begin to move her away.
Yes.
Ratigan!
Out of the way.
Again.
And as that happens, the beast looks up confused at Rollo, who's standing there triumphantly.
Yes.
He
Let's
has
go,
risen.
Rollo.
He's
Yeah.
bread.
I loaf him.
And if you'd like to make a skilled attack, you may, because his hand is currently buried in the ground.
Ooh,
Let's
let's
go.
do it.
Pew pew. Arrows.
Yeah, I fire off that longbow finally, and it is a 8 plus 1, 9.
So here's what we're going to do. Hold that damage. You're going to roll plus agility to see if it hits.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was what he did.
Yeah, that's what I did. That was my 2d6 plus agility.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it hits.
Yeah.
But he also gets to make an attack at you.
Okay, and then I'm going to roll the
Complication.
damage, which is 3 plus 1, 4.
All right, sweet. Yeah, he takes it's a hearty hit. He is not looking great. That being said, he
Neither
learns
am I.
that he plants his hand in the ground and swings back and kicks you for 4 points of damage.
That's rude.
Ouch.
So 3 damage then?
And then our good friend Vengeance kind of hops up behind him, and you just see 2 small pieces of silver glinting in the darkness, and they come. You just hear a as he is being shivved in the neck with 2 forks.
Ow, ow.
For a minimal amount of damage, evidently, but still, it's dramatic nonetheless.
Like 2 shiny kidney stones piercing through his flesh.
All right, go, Dylan.
I'm just gonna keep firing off bow shots and calling for rat aid.
Do it.
Skilled shot, or just regular shot.
Roll plus your agility to hit, and then damage is 1d6 plus 1.
Okay, that doesn't answer my question of whether it was a skilled
Regular,
shot
I
or not.
guess.
No, this is regular.
Okay, so that'll be 7 to hit,
Okay.
and then damage is 6 plus 1. Heck yeah, let's go.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. He is looking real rough, and
I'm trying to target his whatever he seized through. I'm trying to target that.
oh, you hit him right in the
Spooky
eye.
going
Let's go.
And as like Vengeance continues to shiv him in the neck, he falls to his knees, and it's this giant hulking monstrosity. And you can tell that you're about to deal the killing blow because
Yes.
you just rolled really, really well. What do you do?
I just stand above him and I say, "I don't have a cool line," and I fire it off into him.
And he kind of tumbles into the sewage, and he's carried away.
And I run over.
Now-
I run over to the Radigan carried Thelka.
Yeah, I imagine that you guys kind of get Jurgen out of there real quickly, and we cut to like a few minutes later outside. You're kind of like coughing and crawling up. Now,
Maybe in
Thelka.
Johanna's living room, safe and sound.
No.
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 Because Thelka, I need you to roll a die of fate. Now, here in Brave Wanderers, you roll 2d6 plus willpower to see what happens.
Oh,
when
good
you
thing you're good at
reduce-
willpower.
Yeah. Wait, but before you do that, before you tell us the result, Dylan,
Yeah.
tell us what is happening to your injured friend.
Oh, me and the rats are just kind of dragging her with Vengeance, trying to bring her up to the top here, and we're just trying to make sure she's safe and sound.
And Vengeance is kind of try to like clean off her face, and is like kind of puts his paw on your head and is kind of like dabbing your forehead. What did you roll?
Plus willpower, a total of 6.
Ooh.
Thelka might get a chance to do one last thing before they go, but they will not live to the end of the session.
She's burning up.
Hello, Chad. Chad, can you hear me?
I hand out my bread hand and I say, eat
Are you sure?
of my flesh.
She's gonna grab him, and she's gonna intentionally fail in casting, trying my best, so that she vampires health from him to
Oh man, let's do it.
He offered.
Here's the deal. According to the rules of the game.
That you
Well,
made.
okay, I'll hold. I did make it. Hold off. Cast a spell first. So you intentionally fail, which does what?
That
She'll
means
siphon the health
I will
from
roll
me.
1d6
Yeah.
and decipher that. So I will roll 1d6.
Okay.
I gain 3 health.
How much damage did you do?
I take 3 damage from him.
I know, but how much damage do you deal to him?
Right.
It's the same. I deal 3
Okay.
to him, and I take that health.
How much health did that leave you with, Dylan?
It leaves me with 4 health.
Okay,
Yes!
sweet. However, that still doesn't negate the fact that you just rolled that says you will not live to the end of the session.
Yeah.
What if
What if the session never ends?
the session never ends?
What if your GM is planning a Pirates of the Caribbean 2 style cliffhanger.
Wait, throw her in the sewer, just like the vampire Satan cat.
Oh, do it! Yes, I forbid it.
Unintended consequences. Because she failed.
She
takes the bite and she falls
no.
dramatically.
I have it,
okay.
and I'm
Yes,
doing it.
yes, I think I know where you're going.
Game master.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Even though you try to gain the health, it's not enough. The bread doesn't heal you. And so Eugene looks with sorrowful eyes at Thelka and at Vengeance, and then at Rollo, and then back at Thelka. And he kind of gives a solemn nod to his rat brethren, and they pick her up and begin to carry her back towards the
With
sewer.
the funeral march.
And they start saying, part of the pipe, part of the sewage.
Oh, gosh.
Part of the pipe, part of the sewage. And they kind of dump her into the sewer. And after a few moments where I feel like the other creatures are weeping and the rat is waiting around expectantly, Thelka, you emerge from the sewers, but drastically changed. What does it look like?
Well, based on what happened to the cat, I think she's totally hairless now.
Awesome.
Like, her hair is sloughing off in clumps, her eyebrows... Like, she
Just a
reaches up
Luann
and wipes
platter.
her face, and
Oh my
like,
gosh.
an eyebrow is just gone. And I think her eyes... I think her eyes have gone, her irises have gone a milky white. So there's just sort of a green circle with a dot of her pupil now. And what were you thinking, Sam, with the arm?
Oh, I was going to say her arm is skeletal, but what you just said is way, way cooler. Just her forearms and her like shins are just skeleton things now.
I like the idea. Her leg was broken, we talked about earlier, and as she pulls it out, we can see the bone through the skin. Like her skin has gone translucent.
Yes.
Translucent on her left leg.
Oh.
And you just see bone and just like this shadow of
I'm into that.
what leg should be there.
And with that, you just see, as you're all kind of gazing in awe, Eugene kind of just wiggles and falls down.
Eugene,
and
no.
He looks at you, and he hands you a small lead pencil and says, "The debt is paid."
Eugene.
And in this extremely convoluted ending, we end with a new Thelka, whose life was saved by a rat letting itself die to save Thelka.
Oh, Boise.
Thelka reaches into her mouth and pulls out the thumb she bit off of Rollo and just hands it back silently.
I take it and just right back on.
There's a tooth stuck in it.
Yeah. I like kind of pull it out and just kind of rub it off. And, all right. There we go. That'll be fine.
Jurgen's like, what in the world did I just see?
It's toboggan.
Jaunty music.
All right, gang. So in order to really solidly end, we have to deal out experience points. So your quest was to save Jurgen. Did you do that?
Technically, yes.
That is 3 experience points for you. The next question is, did we help someone in need?
Eugene.
Yes. Another point for both of you. Did we thwart evils that threatened the good and the innocent?
Absolutely.
Yes. 1 point for both of you. And did we have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I had fun.
One more experience point for both of you.
All right. That's
I hope you enjoyed playing Brave Wanderers. Yeah.
So much.
Hope you enjoyed it, guys. And if you would like to play Brave Wanderers just like we do right now, you
Click
can
the
click
link
the
in the
link.
doobly-doo.
Exactly. And you can get the current rule set and a character sheet for completely free. You don't even need an account.
It's the same
just
price
please-
as the podcast. Nothing.
Exactly. Please do leave us a review, both on our itch.io for this game, as well as on Rebecca's Audible for her vast outflowings of audiobooks that are coming out at an almost daily basis at this point.
That's it. That's inaccurate
yeah.
representation, but yes.
Totally. I haven't been working on this one for months.
No, not at all, certainly. With
please-
that in mind, please enjoy this small snippet from said audiobook.
Some Through the Fire by Jennifer Q. Hunt. Pianos, portraits, and wheelbarrows. These latter, recklessly piled with dishes and toys, lined East Avenue as the avalanche of smoke descended on it. Vess Sweet flung open her front door, then slammed it shut, trying to shut out the cacophony of clanging bells, yelling firemen, and a swarm of frightened humanity. The city could not be burning. It could not be burning today. Mama? Papa? Katie, is anyone home? She scanned the front hall, taking in through the doorways the dining room and living room and library. The silver, the piano, the books, everything was still as eternity. The clock clicking consolingly, and the wind chimes on the back porch giggling as a small girl. But through the open front windows, smoke sauntered in, and the breeze that made her wispy black curls tickle her ears also spit coal cinders into her eyes. Darting to the bookshelf, she grasped the family photograph album and the scrapbook that had newspaper clippings of Billy's achievements. She couldn't push the baby Grand outside by herself. She couldn't carry her hope chest downstairs either. But perhaps she could get grandmother's china before... Is anyone here? Is anyone here? A man's voice pounded almost as forcefully as his fist on the door. Bess's hand reached the knob, but she jumped back as the door was flung open. A large man in National Guard uniform pushed into the room and beckoned. Miss, the fire's coming this way. You've got to get out of here. Is anyone else home? I can't find them. I don't know where. Try the auditorium. Lots of folks are gathering there. Come on. There's no time to get anything else. The fire's at Highland. 2 blocks over. But The man took her by the arm. She was pulled, hatless, still clutching the 2 books, out into the hazy air. We're doing the best we can, he said, and ran to the next house. She started to the garden shed. If she found the wheelbarrow, put her china in it, she could push it away. Glancing up and down the street, she realized with a chill that East Avenue was now deserted. The front door of the Kohlers' house, across the street, swung open and shut in the wind. She could hear crackling, snapping, crashing. Her eyes watered and stung as she ran up Randolph Street, thinking to go to the McDonald's house, hoping to see her sister Katie coming home from school. Down the length of the street, the residents were dragging furniture to the curbs and loading up automobiles. None of the neighbors looked at her. Miss, you need to get out of the path of the fire. Go on out to Piedmont Park, where the folks are gathering. Again, a National Guardsman, his tone inviting no argument. The church. Mama had been there this morning for the women's missionary meeting. Vess headed along Forest, pausing at the empty schoolyard to search for Katie, then scurried down Fort Street and half a dozen side streets, still moving toward the fire, not away. Perspiration soaked her chest and made her cotton drawers stick to her legs. The church was gone. A blackened shadow had replaced the white clapboards, a spiral of smoke, the steeple. She stopped so quickly she twisted her ankle. Though the wail she heard came from her lips, she remained detached from the entire nightmare. She must find her family. She became one more faceless figure in the mass of displaced people streaming down Edgewood Avenue to the Atlanta Auditorium. At the door, she paused for a fit of coughing and to wipe the cinder particles off the books. Inside the marble-faced building, clean and calm Red Cross women directed the crying and confused. Little girls clutched dolls. 2 boys with soot-covered faces leaned against the wall, the smaller with white lines down his cheeks where the tears had slid. Soon hoarse from yelling, "Mama! Katie!" Vess leaned against a wall, closing her eyes and wishing she could close her ears to the calls of anxious mothers who were not hers.
Hey everybody, Cam here. Thanks for listening to Minions and Misfits. If you like what you heard, don't forget to check out our socials. The links are down in the description. And please, leave us a review on whatever app you use to listen to your podcast. It'll help us reach more people who can enjoy the episode that you just listened to. See you next time.